Hello and welcome to Big Dash Knows. Big Dash knows what? New York Giants football. Let's go. Today's video is going to be another post Senior Bowl mock draft. But I've heard you guys. I read the comments on YouTube. I read the comments on Twitter. Where are the Kansas City picks? Where are the picks that we received from the Kadarius Toney trade? I hear you guys, and in this mock draft, I will add those picks. So we have all 11 picks in this mock draft. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So first what we do is enter the draft, and then we want to go ahead and solidify these draft picks, these trades from the Kansas City Chiefs. So let me go ahead and find these Chiefs here, and then force this trade. Okay, select the Kansas City Chiefs. Now we get that compensatory pick, slide it at the 100 spot. Then also that 6th rounder is going to be 208. So go ahead and select force trade and then force that trade. So now we have those picks locked in. Now let's go ahead and start this draft. So right away, you see the needs listed here. And these are the PFF draft needs for the New York Giants. Wide receiver, tight end, center, linebacker. No specific order listed here. Again, I don't do any trades, but if you see here, it looks like we have 5 trade options, you know, for this 25th pick. But again, outside of making all these elaborate trades, I don't like to do stuff like that. I like to keep it as realistic as possible, especially for the time being. And right now we have 11 picks. We have those two picks from Kansas City. So I'm going to keep all that the same and not jump into these trades that a lot of people do. So, okay, so first off the board, the simulator is doing this simulator thing, and Jaxon Smith-Njigba is there. Now, do I think he's there for real? Absolutely not. But again, this is a simulator, and when you see a guy like Jaxon Smith-Njigba sitting there, you're probably going to take him because the value is just too high. Look at the picks here. Cam Smith is here. Joey Porter's here. Trenton Simpson's here. Like, that is hard to choose from here. That is very hard to choose from. I'm looking at these picks, and again, cornerback is a position of need that's not listed here, but definitely a position of need. Jaxon Smith-Njigba is there. You don't give up on a talent like that because everybody says you need to give Daniel Jones weapons, or the Giants need weapons altogether. So because the simulator is doing what the simulator does and Jaxon Smith-Njigba is there, I'm going to go ahead and draft the wide receiver with the 1st round pick for the New York Giants. And I always like to see what happens, you know, after us, especially in the NFC East. So let me go ahead and see what happened with Dallas and with the Philadelphia Eagles. So the Eagles went ahead and got Cam Smith. Not surprised. I would hate that. Joey Porter ended up going to the Buffalo Bills. And then, wow, the Dallas Cowboys went with interior defensive lineman. Let's see what Washington did. Washington went with the edge. Iowa, that's a good pickup for them as well. All right, so now we're going to pick 57. And let's see what's going on here with some of the options that we have on the board. Again, wide receiver has just been addressed. So now we had a halfback from Alabama. Safety Sidney Brown had a great week at the Senior Bowl. Isaiah McGuire is another good edge rusher out of Missouri. Garrett Williams, cornerback. That's a pretty good guy there too. Zach Harrison's an absolute freak. Guy's 6'7", 6'6", 6'7", 270 pounds. They're talking about him running a 4.4 40. We'll see what happens at the combine if he decides to run. Jalen Hyatt would have been a nice pick. I don't think he's there in the 2nd round, especially this late. But I already got my receiver in Smith-Njigba. So now it's all about attack. I guess best player available, I would say. Also, let's see what need is also there. So I like the edge here because we don't know exactly what we're going to get from Azeez Ojulari. You know, had a promising first year, rookie season, and then the 2nd season was plagued with injuries, couldn't stay healthy, but when he did play, the man was very, very effective. So hopefully he can heal and come back full strength. I like the cornerback Garrett Williams here. So now I'm just looking at best player available and matching that with need. Sidney Brown, again, is a good safety, but I don't want to take a safety this high. Deion Henley is a good sideline-to-sideline linebacker. I already passed on Trenton Simpson. So what do I do here? You know what? I can't pass up Zach Harrison at this spot because 6'7", 270 pounds, running a 4.4 40. I'm looking at Leonard Williams. I don't know how healthy he's going to be. And even though he's kind of a stand-up guy, Zach Harrison, he has the weight to go down there in the trenches and do some damage. So I'm gonna go ahead with Zach Harrison, draft him. So I'm back-to-back Ohio State players, rounds 1 and 2. So let's see how this thing, comes out. Okay, so now we're at pick 89. See who's available on the board. So now we've grabbed a wide receiver, we grabbed an edge rusher. Still looking for that linebacker. Wow, Isaiah Foskey is a good name too. Jalen Moreno-Cropper, decent wide receiver. Steve Avila. You know what? I like this guy a lot because he can play center and also can play guard. And we know that the New York Giants like those versatile interior guys. Avila played 2 years at center, and then this past season he went to guard. Kind of heavy, guard at 324. Weighs 324 pounds, but has good feet. Had a good Senior Bowl. He did snap at the Senior Bowl as well. It is a position of need. The value is there. I like Nick Herbig too, but I'm not passing up on these trenches. I'm gonna go ahead and draft Steve Avila. I saw that the center, John Michael Schmitz, was already gone. I'm going with the guard, Steve Avila, here, and gonna go solidify that guard spot, and possibly a center as well. Alright, so now we're getting to pick 100. This is the pick from the Kansas City Chiefs, or the first pick from the Kansas City Chiefs. I do like Kobe Turner. I do think that we do need a backup rotational guy to come in and spell, Dexter Lawrence. DJ Davison was doing a good job last year before he got hurt. He has a knee injury. Don't know how he's going to come back, but that's definitely a position that you want to look at. Okay, so we already drafted a wide receiver, and I'm looking at pick 100. And I can possibly solidify my wide receiver room with A.T. Perry and Jackson Smith-Njigba, and that would be fantastic. Oh my gosh, I just want to go ahead and see what else is going on. I didn't grab a linebacker. Dorian Williams is also there, but A.T. Perry and Jackson Smith-Njigba give you the wide receiver room that you're looking for, because now you're looking at Wan'Dale Robinson, Isaiah Hodgins, Jackson Smith-Njigba, A.T. Perry. That is a heck of a squad, and you need those type of receivers in the NFC East if you want to compete. So I'm gonna go with A.T. I'm gonna go with A.T. Perry right here. As much as I want Dorian Williams, I like A.T. Perry. My wide receiver room is pretty much set now. So because I picked A.T. Perry here, there's one more interior linebacker that I'm looking for, and that's Ventrell Miller. And I want to see if he's available. Look at that. Marvin Mims is available, in the 4th round. So, Oluwatimi's there. DJ Spears is there. He had a heck of a Senior Bowl week, too. Jarrett Kingston, good tackle prospect. Owen Papo, also a good linebacker prospect as well. So, we're at pick 128. Looking at this value here, let me go back up to the top to see who they have listed. Not going to go wide receiver. I think I'm set with wide receivers. Chase Brown, halfback. I'm not going to go halfback yet. Still a little bit early. Still some guys later on that I can get with some value. Cedric Van Pran, again, center. I think we have that already situated. But the value here is pretty good. If we're going to keep Avila at guard and not move him to center, maybe I pick up a center spot here. TJ Spears. Oh, man. Okay, Ja'Cory Bennett. You know what? I like Bennett a lot. Cornerback, we didn't address it. Yeah, we didn't address it, so I'm going to go ahead and go with the cornerback here. A little bit of a reach, but quality guy. You need corner. It's a good spot for him, too, as well. So I'm going to go with Ja'Cory Bennett here. All right, so the next pick is going to be 162. We're in the 5th round now. Let's see who's available here. Okay, we have a linebacker. Tutu at this spot is Toa, I should say. Henry Toa is a good get at this spot here. I'm not mad at that at all at this spot. 5th round, Toa, good spot. Is Ventrell Miller here as well? Yes, he is. But you know what? As far as jumping off the tape, I like Henry Toa a little bit better than Ventrell Miller. So you know what? I think I'm gonna go with Henry Toa here. Again, he might shoot up the boards. He might test well in the combine. But at 162 in the 5th round, if I can get Henry Toa at this spot, I will take Henry Toa. Let me go ahead and draft that man right now. Okay, so now we're going into the second pick from the Kansas City Chiefs. This is going to be in the 6th round. And curious to see what happens here, because there's a lot of ways we can go. Are we going to find that running back? Are we going to find, and there's a running back right there. Mohamed Ibrahim is great at this spot. I'm trying to see Cameron Latu is also great at this spot. So I know that Mohamed Ibrahim is here. I know Tavion Thomas could still be on the board with the next pick because we have 208 and 218. Do I take my chances and go with Cameron Latu here because we do need another tight end? And I think that's what I'm going to do because I think that I can get a running back at 218. So let me go ahead and draft Latu here, especially with the sneaky Eagles right behind me in this round. Let's see what happens here. Wow, Mohamed Ibrahim is still there at 218. So you know what? I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to grab that card and I'm going to run it up to the stage. And I'm going to go ahead and draft Mohamed Ibrahim at 218. Bam. Great value right there. So now we're down to the last 3 picks. We're in the 7th round. And let's see what we can do here. Fullback, not an option. Wide receiver, Demario Douglas. I have to do some research. I know Darius Davis. Not too much research on Demario Douglas, so I need to go back and check some tape out on that guy. Like the tackle from Florida, Tavion Thomas is still there, but I just drafted my running back, so I don't have to worry about that. Somebody that I can team up with. Jadon Haselwood is a good pickup here. A good quality wide receiver. Good catch radius. Can run the routes. Shifty. I like Jadon. I like Jadon a lot. Let's see who else is here. Cornerback. When you're getting down to these last 3 picks, you want to get guys that give you quality special teams play as well, with the possibly opportunity to give you some snaps, either with the offense or the defense. But you're looking to fill out that special teams roster with guys like gunners, some of the quicker linebackers, things like that. Guys that can go down there and get the ball. So, but I like the value here with Jadon Haselwood, pick 246. I do also like Darius Davis, and it gives you a little bit more of a just shiftiness to him. So I'm gonna go ahead with Darius Davis here. All right. And then pick 245. Let's see who's left. All right. Haselwood's still there. Carrington Valentine, I like him a lot from Kentucky. Physical for his size. Alex Austin also. You know what? I know I grabbed the tight end, Latu, but Brenton Strange is still there. And that's just too much quality. And who said you can't have nice things and, fill out this tight end room? Because a lot of these guys in the NFC East have multiple tight ends. So why not? Bellinger, I just drafted Latu. I'll take Brenton Strange as well. So we go ahead and draft Brenton Strange. And now the last pick is 254. Curious to see what the Eagles did. Michael Wilson. Okay. And I'm probably going to look for a safety here. Guy that I know can be a gunner. I do like Daniel Scott out of California, or Cal. Nick Jones also. I like Nick Jones. Actually, I like Nick Jones a lot out of Ball State. He made some plays in the Shrine Bowl. Yeah, I'm going to go with Nick Jones. I'm not going to think about it anymore. And that's going to round out the draft. So let's see what grade we got here for this mock draft. Again, all the picks are here. Kansas City trade picks are in this mock. Let's see what's going to go. See how it's going to go. All right. So we already knew Jackson Smith-Njigba was going to be a pretty high grade. Again, I don't think he'll be there, but you got the A+ there. I'm looking at my next 2 picks, C+ and the C+. Now listen, Zach Harrison, Steve Avila, I believe in these guys. I believe in the tape. I believe in their talents. So me seeing a C+ there, I understand it's ugly, but I think we'll like those guys if they were New York Giants. So I'm not mad at that C+. A.T. Perry, a B+, not mad at that. You're solidifying that wide receiver room there. You're addressing the cornerback position with Jacurian Bennett. That's a quality depth guy here, and I'm loving it. Next 2 spots, 2 Alabama players, Henry To'oTo'o and Cameron Latu, both got A's. I'm loving that as well. Good score, and I'm liking how we're getting a high score in these later rounds. You need these later picks to be good picks. quality picks, guys that can contribute. And when you see high scores like that, you know, you think you're moving in the right direction. Mohamed Ibrahim, B+, fantastic. Darius Davis, A-, even better than I thought it was going to be. If you haven't checked him out, go ahead and check him out as well. Brenton Strange, again, you're solidifying your tight end room and you're solidifying your wide receiver room in this draft. Also giving yourself some interior linebacker help. A guy that can play both guard and center, has a history of doing both with Steve Avila. So you're addressing a lot of positions of need, and you're solidifying some rooms as well. And then rounding it off with Nick Jones, a good quality cornerback out of Ball State. Again, had a great week at the Shrine Bowl, Shrine practices, and you see the overall grade as a B+. So I'm not mad at this draft at all. I would love this draft. Again, if you haven't seen Zach Harrison, go ahead and check the tape. The guy is a freak. Again, if he runs that 4.40 at 6'7", 240 pounds, or 6'6", 270 pounds. If that man runs a 4.40, expect him to skyrocket, you know, up the draft boards for a lot of people. Again, Ohio State. So, again, loving this draft. Jackson Smith-Njigba, is he there? I don't believe so at all. But again, the simulator will do his simulating things, and you get, you know, mock drafts like this. So I want to thank you guys for vibing with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this draft. I love the comments. When you guys agree with the picks, I love it. When you guys disagree with the picks, make sure you want to answer why, because I will be in those comments and asking to pick your brain on why you feel a certain way. But I love everything because I'm a sports fan. You're a sports fan. We're all Giants fans here. And I love the debates, the back and forth and all that. So never worry about putting any comments there disagreeing with what I got going on or what I pick, because I love those type of conversations. I love those debates. But again, I want to thank you guys for vibing with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And from one Giants fan to another, this is Big Dash Knows, Big Blue Nation. Let's go.